Pusha T to Travis Scott. You're lucky I didn't TMZ my evidence. Let God sort them out. What are you talking about? Pusha T isn't only venting his frustrations at Kanye West in interviews, he's unloading. Unloading on Travis Scott on the upcoming Clips album. The Breakfast Club, Lauren LaRosa attended the Let God Sort 'Em Out album listening at Rock Nation's office last night ahead of the tracks. So be it audio mysteriously appearing on the internet shortly after. So I'm not going to play Lauren's clip because I don't know how the Breakfast Club is with their clips and shit. I'm going to fall back there. But Pusha painted Travis as a tender-hearted simp on the track. You cried in front of me. You died in front of me. Calabasas took that bitch and your pride in front of me. What was he talking about? What was he talking about? I know I seen Travis Scott with 50 Cent's ex, and I like her. I do like 50 Cent's ex, man. I think she's beautiful, and I think she's has a lot of substance. I even like the way her Instagram is. There's a lot of model-based pictures. There's athletic-based pictures up there, though, but it's from a very sexy yet classy angle. And we already know she's bringing something to the table. I think she's like a lawyer or a doctor or some shit. I don't know. But I like 50's ex. I don't know how he fucked that up. But who's he talking about? Travis might have took her down recently. I don't know. Pusha went into detail about the lyrics in an unearthed GQ profile on Tuesday, explaining it was Travis's meltdown collab with Drake. Oh, Drake. I'm thinking it was a woman. It is about Drake. That's fucked up. TMZ, you set Drake up like that while I'm reading this. Damn, man. Why you gotta make Drake catch a stray or accident? I'm not here with no Drake slander on this stream at all. Shout out to Drake. What are we doing here? That grinded his gears. And now I get more of the motivation because you see how I started reading. Now I was like, we trying to sell more records. If it's tied into Drake, I see what Push is on. Okay, cool. Back in 2023, Pusha says Travis barged into an album studio session he and his bro Malice were having to preview his Utopia album, including a version of Meltdown without Drake's verse, which wound up dissing Push's right hand man, Pharrell Williams. And there we have the full context. Okay, cool. Glad Push is not just trying to sell record. Well, the timing of it is still all right. Now you want to put this out? Yeah. But you're showing an angle that somebody pulls some shit on you. Okay. And went at one of your homies that you've always been protective of. Okay, cool. The veteran MC saved the sharpest arrows for the end of the verse. Heard Utopia have moved right up the street, and her lip gloss was popping. She ain't need you to eat. The net gonna call it the way that they see it, but I got the video. I can share it and AE it. They wouldn't believe it, but I can't unsee it. Lucky I ain't TMZ it. He's really acting like he got footage of Travis Scott crying. It's okay to cry, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all right, fellas. Don't let these people over alpha you. It's okay to cry, man. With tangled web, with tangled what a tangled web Pusha decided to weave. AE and Tiger are best friends forever, and Tiger used to date Kylie, who is obviously Travis's ex. So we're talking about Kylie. Okay, I miss me and Pusha's friendship. That's what Kanye tweeted, whatever. Pusha also took the swipe at Ye on the album. Yeah, I heard this. Ace Trumpets as a lead off is I'm here. Ace Trumpets is such a dope track. It's such to me. It's one of the songs of 2025 so far. So I'm so gearing up for the album. I'm ready, and y'all here in the release party, and I'm haven't heard anything bad. You know, one of his nemesis, Lil Wayne, just dropped one of the worst albums in the last 5 years. And they're gearing up with one of the best albums of the year. Okay, Pusha, listen, the stars is lining up a little bit. You and your brother don't drop the ball. And you looked at as one of them niggas, like artistically and lyrically. You looked at as one of them niggas. Don't drop the ball. I'm looking forward to this album. Um, July 11th. All right, we right around the corner. We less than a month away, and it's dropping with Jay-Z's Rock Nation. We saw that as well. Jay-Z pulled some strings for him to help get him out of his situation. All right, we here for it. The Travis thing, though, tied into Kylie and tied into Pharrell and tied into Drake. All right, you taking your shots, Push. You taking your shots. I think there is some footage though of him talking a little bit more. Let's see if he's acting the way he was acting on the Joe Budden podcast, where he's not being completely honest. When he was up there with them and he was asking about where he got the history of Adidon shit, and he was like, "You got it from Pillow Talking Ass 40 situation." I never believed that. I always believed that the Drake has a kid thing came from Kanye. I always believed that. I think Pusha got up there and told a bold face fucking lie. Let's see what he's gonna say here.
He's shameless. It all came from actually being in Paris.
So be it. So be it. So be it. So
Came through carrying the, the Utopia briefcase.
Right. Yep.
Doing his whole spiel.
Mm-hmm.
He comes, he interrupts the session. The next day,
He's
the
doing it.
meltdown verse or whatever comes on.
I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss.
Drake on Travis Scott talking about melting
P,
Pharrell's jewelry.
and all that.
Wait.
That was a corny, like, you shouldn't have been here anyway. Him specifically too. I don't take it as personal as I should as Travis. He's harmless. I'm not into what his whole makeup. I took it there.
Her Utopia had moved right up the street, and her lip gloss was popping. She ain't need you to eat.
And then to to come back in our fold.
To make a point of...
to invade the fold and then, do all that he's shameless. It all came from actually being in Paris. So all that he did was like, man, that was corny. He's shameless. He does it. You've seen him do it to everybody. I've definitely had to put my hand on your shoulder before. You died in front of me. You cried in front of me.
Cried in front of me. You died in front of me.
Calabasas took bitch and your pride in front of me.
Calabasas took bitch and your pride in front of me.
I had to help you. People take that type of shit for granted. I don't take that for granted. So be it. All that he did was like, man, that was corny.
Oh no, I'm fully on board with the structure of this now. I am. Oh, the whole breakdown and explanation that he got, it doesn't feel like he pulled what he did on the Joe Budden podcast, because he did a line, the Paris metaphor into it, the history of Travis, the when you put Drake on it, he took shots at Pharrell. Even during the Kendrick and the Drake beef, right? He was dangling Pharrell's chain in the Family Matters video, and his lyrics about it, come get his legacy out of my house. And Push is still riding for his man, Pharrell. He's still riding for his man, Pharrell. I love it. I think Drake, though, he's got to continue to be careful with Pusha T. Pusha T already beat the shit out of him. That was a major L. Even Drake admit that, yeah, you got the exposed that I have a child. You got it. Like, then Drake started saying things as if he wanted to actually see him. Like, you dissed 40 and it's for life. Like, I can't wait until they catch him. Like, he started having all those type of subs. I think Pusha did an interview saying that he bumped into people, though. Did he say that he was in an elevator or bumped into Jay Prince or something like that? I don't know, because supposedly Jay Prince stopped Drake from hitting the big red button. But Pusha T beat the shit out of Drake. And he'll beat the shit out of a lot of your favorite rappers. It just is what it is. I look at Push as like a Jadakiss. Commercially, success-wise, we just don't look at them like the God tier people, but their ability, their respect, and the way that we appreciate them is of God tier cloth. Right, that's how I look at like the Jadakisses and the Pusha T's. They are to be revered, protected, and appreciated for what they do and what they continue to bring to the game. So shout out to Push, man. I'm looking forward to this shit. And shout out to Malice too.